YouTube? It's your boy OSC. We back at man. Yes, sir, ski. I've been live streaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm a post like I'm gonna post as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back into the groove of streaming, taking a break. But as you can see, I'm playing something different. Madden to why I've been slacking on showing me grinding. Really.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And now it's second down.
But you know what I'm saying? Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share to everybody you know. Yeah, I mean everybody.
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd down, Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's intercepted
Got
at the
that
goal
way
line.
too late, bro. DJ Chark got that way too late.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done,
interception.
and then we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.
Here's the team. This is what the team is looking like. Just put Kyle really out of a pack. Defense. Cornerbacks, we need some. I need help on cornerbacks, man. I need help on cornerbacks in line. Defensive tackles. Linebackers are stacked. Or style linebackers are stacked. This team's fucking trash.
broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Petty now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I couldn't wonder. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Patty. That's complete into the hands of A.J. Derby. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Sanders. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second and 7. Ryan buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Third and long. It's Ryan. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 17 yards out, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. From the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target.
Love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll drop the throw. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Time play there, and even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, Sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Ryan eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Allen Bailey, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it. From the 15-yard line, what are they thinking? I do know this, when you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah,
And Sims lost it. He lost the football. It's going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, spinning away. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it third down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here I come again, here I come again, here I come again.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
I did not know what the fuck I was doing. Oh my god.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Retard.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And there's still a long way to go in this football game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, it's Hill. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Single, check. Watch 86. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun. Ryan going for Metcalf on the deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Sims. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a sack from Mitch Unrein. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mitch Unrein able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Ryan. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, they run with Sims. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken deep in their territory. There to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. They chase him off. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the draw, this is Sims. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Troy Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
56. Let's go, Big Series.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
New England on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Ronnie Lott on the safety blitz as he gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Sanders, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Sanders. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. Extended, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even be...
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Petty, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Sanders. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Another run here with Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you had 2.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yes, sir. Did that, man. There it is. That man dirty. Come on now. What is he talking about, man? What is he talking about? Let me know if y'all want another. If y'all want another. Y'all want me to play another game or want me to end it? I'm going to do another game or y'all want me to end it? Let me know, should I end the stream or should I play another game? see y'all boys later. You know what I'm saying? Later, I appreciate y'all.